Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Letitia Queen. Welcome back to my channel. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment, and all that juicy good stuff. So today we'll be talking about single life, the guide to single living, the do's and do nots of single living. I realized that a lot of us are in the single season, and I like to say single season because that's just the season that God has you in. So enjoy the season that God has you in, which is singleness. Being single is not a death sentence. Being single does not mean you are ill. Being single does not mean something is wrong with you or you're crazy. It's okay to be single. What I've realized about being single is it gives you time to embrace who you are. And so let's go ahead and dive into it. I listed 10 things that are the do's and the nots of being single. Number 1, accept what has happened. You are now single. It's now a new journey. Some of us have gotten out of long-term relationships, 3, 5, and however many years long that it has been for you. You know, putting your foot on the single scene is new. So it's actually quite scary, especially being with someone that long, but it's okay. It's a new journey. So look at it as a new journey and a new time for you to just move on, and you just gotta accept it. Number 2, take time to heal and do not be afraid to take as much time as you need. Take time to heal. And it's very, very important that we take time to heal, because what happens is you end up taking that hurt, taking that pain, the bitterness, or whatever it is that you went through into your next relationship. And now the next person has to deal with your hurt and pain. And there's nothing wrong with someone else helping you through that, but it's important for you to heal. And when you are healed and whole, you are able to move forward and allow someone else to embrace who you are and the new you. Don't also be so quick to enter into a relationship. A lot of us have loneliness dependency. And that means that we cannot be by ourselves. You have to kind of learn to be alone. It's okay. It's all right. It's literally okay. The things that I will be listing are things that I have done. I have been single for a while. But in this singleness, I am enjoying the season that God has me in. Number 3, abstain from sexual desires. Yep, I said it. And I know it's hard. Temptations are there. Temptations are there. But the Lord literally is your strength. We have to take table over to God, because God is the only one that can help you. We do not rely on our own strength. We do rely on God to help us through times, and the Holy Spirit is there to help us through these times. The reason why I say abstaining from sexual desires and sex is because what you do is you open up a door that should not be open with someone who is not your husband, someone who's not your wife, and someone who you're just not going to be with. And there's no need for that at all. All that does is complicate feelings, complicate things, and you don't need that in your life. You're enjoying the single life, and be free with you and no one else's spiritual demons or whatever else that they're carrying with them now to you. And this helps you also to heal better. Number 4, surround yourself with family and friends. This is very, very important. Do not go into like a hermit crab type of state where it's just going to be you, and now you're moping. Now you're, in this state of depression. You're lonely, you're this, you're that. Surround yourself with friends and family that will make you laugh, that will make you, forget about whatever it is what she's going through. You chose this life, this single life, and being single is a choice, and it's a healthy and it's a good choice. So in that time of your singleness, embrace it and kind of be around people who will make life so much better. They were there before and after that person. So no matter what happens in life, they will always be there for you. So embrace all of that. Number 5. A lot of y'all may not like this. Spend time with God. He loves you more than you will ever know. And I literally went through that period too, where I had to reconnect with God and literally remember that God is my all and He is my number one love. He's your number one love, and He loves you more than you ever know. So a lot of the times we're looking for love, which is why I also stated the loneliness dependency, because we're looking for who's going to love us next, who's going to be that person. It's like a hole that's in your heart. It's like a donut. A donut has a hole, and because of the hole, it just kind of goes through it, and there's a void, and that void can only be filled with God's love, because God's love is the only love, is the truest love, is the love of our lives. And when God fills your heart with love, when you meet someone else, it's easier for you to love them wholeheartedly, and it's easier for you to love them purely. And you're not depending on them, and you're not sucking them dry for them to be the ones to fix this hole, this gaping hole that you're looking and craving for. When God fills that hole, you do not look for love. Yes, it's okay to love. Love is beautiful, do not get me wrong, but it's a different type of feeling and a different type of wholeness that's within you when God feels that love. So people can come and go, but you remember that your love lies with God. Number 6, be patient. Be patient. There's no time how long you'll be single. Only God literally knows. There's no time. So enjoy that period. If it's 1 year you'll be single, if it's 2, if it's however long that you are single, that's why I mentioned in the beginning, enjoy the season that God has you in, and be patient. The right person will come along. And with that being said, number 7, yes, discover who you are. Embrace who you are. So when you were in a relationship, you were with someone else, you were doing what they like to do. You got lost and captivated with who they are. But now that you're single, rediscover who you are, rediscover your habits, rediscover your talents, rediscover your hobbies, rediscover your gifts, rediscover everything that's what made you you before you became in a relationship and after that. And when you do this, this helps you so much to re-love yourself and just re-love who you are. And you also discover new things about yourself that you did not know that you had. And that leads me into the next part. Pray, develop, and prepare yourself. My prayer is always that God helps me to become the person I need to be for my husband. And that's why I mentioned that there, because this time that you're single, take this time to work on yourself. We're always working on ourselves to be better, and use this time to improve yourself and be the person who God has called you to be. Be a virtuous woman. Be an amazing husband. Be that person God has called you to be. And you cannot be that person God has called you to be if you do not spend this time preparing yourself to be the wife or the husband that you need to be in that relationship, in that marriage. So there's no way you can't just leave a relationship and expect that you're already back together of who you were and who you are, and now all of a sudden you're just gonna walk into a relationship whole. I don't think so. And number 9, know your worth and never settle until you get that keep on going. This is very important, because a lot of times we've just been single for so long, and it's kind of like, man, especially us women, you're like, man, I'm about to be 30, 40, whatever the age is, and you're like, man, my eggs are drying up or whatever. And that time ticks, I'm from a culture where you have to be married at a certain age, kids and all these things. Don't let other people pressure you to settle. And that's another thing. People can pressure you to settle. Do not settle until you get what you are looking for, until you meet the person who makes all those butterflies butterfly within you. Until then, continue to aspire for greatness, and the person who you are meant to be with, or the right person for you, will come into your life, and everything will just mesh. And the final point of it all, live, love, laugh. It's very important. As you're single, it's a new journey. Embrace every moment that comes to you. If you have to cry, cry. If you have to be sad, sad. If you're gonna laugh, laugh. But do not dwell in those emotions. Accept it, live it. When it happens, happens. And then just move forward and continue to move forward gracefully. And in all of this, ask God for strength and ask God for guidance, and just continue to live you unapologetically. Be fun, be happy, live life, travel. You don't have anyone now, sorry. So in this time, I'm not sorry either. In this time, continue to do stuff, explore, try, do whatever it is that you want to do in a good way. Spend this time just getting through it. A lot of times we spend time trying to get over stuff instead of getting through things. And because we're so quick to try to get over stuff, there's a saying that says, in order to get over someone, you get under someone. And I don't believe that that saying is true, because it's still, the person is still a leech. Like, you're never actually going to get through the breakup and get through what it is that's going on. And once you get through this, instead of getting over it, you're able to move on and truly move on with no regrets, no thoughts, no nothing. And you're just living life wholeheartedly. You're happy, you're loving, and you're just amazing. You're not carrying any bitterness with you. You're just being the person that God wants you to be in this season and learning in this season. All right. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. And remember, single is not a death sentence. It's an amazing journey. Embrace it. God bless you.